Hi, my name is Sola Oyebade, aka Mr. Mahogany, and I'm the CEO of Fashion's Finest Africa. Today I'm going to be talking about why emerging designers should do runway shows. I've been fortunate enough to have been involved in the fashion industry and to have been a producer of fashion shows for well over 38 years, and I've loved doing it. But I always get asked this question that, is it really relevant? Is it important? Why should I, particularly as I'm just starting out, be doing a runway show? Now I'm going to give you the tips and all the hints and the insider information as to why it's so important to you. For instance, some of the biggest and best designers that are out there today started off by doing runway shows. So why a runway show is important? You get brand exposure. Brand exposure is so important. Absolutely the most important thing. Some of you think by being on TikTok or Snapchat or Instagram, that's giving you brand exposure. No, it's not. Get yourself onto a runway show. Let people see your collection. Let them know what you're about. But the mistake that a lot of people make, and the question I get asked a lot is, oh, well, if I do a runway show, am I going to sell lots of clothes? If that's your reason for getting onto a runway show, don't do it, because nobody does it like that. If you look at some of the top designers that are out there, whether it's Versace, Prada, Armani, whoever, yes, they do fashion weeks every single season, twice a year. They're not doing it for publicity. They're not doing it to sell clothes. Well, indirectly they are, but they're really doing it to let people see what is their net collection that is going to come out, so that people can say, oh, I like that, I don't like that, I can buy this, I'm not going to buy that. It gives them a chance to get a feeler and a taste as to what people like or do not like. Another great reason to do runway shows is for validation and, of course, credibility. When you do a runway show, yes, the credibility it brings to you is amazing and enormous. How do you get credibility? People feel that if you can take the time out to do a collection, to work with models, work with a stylist, to put it out there on the runway, then you must be serious about your business. And I definitely agree, because it's not easy to do a collection, whether it's a 10-piece, 20-piece, or 40-piece collection. You know, you're actually investing your time, money, and energy into that collection, and then you're putting it on there for people to say, oh my god, I don't like that, that's fantastic, this is brilliant, oh what a horrible collection, what a beautiful collection. You know, nobody likes criticism. It's not easy. Of course, I see a lot of designers when they're doing runways, they're literally shaking. Oh my god, I pray, I hope people are gonna like it. Are they gonna like it? Are they gonna like it? And they finish the show and they say, oh my god, they liked it, they liked it, they liked it, and they say that was fantastic. But it's not like that for everybody, but it gives you an idea, are you going in the right direction? And that's what you need to know. That validation where your peers, maybe there's somebody you've been looking up to, comes up to you and says, oh, I really love your collection. That yellow dress was fantastic. That pair of trousers was brilliant. Yes? So you do it to get that. Networking. I cannot overemphasize how important networking is to you on a runway show. You get to meet so many people, sometimes buyers, media people, individuals, high net worth individuals sometimes as well, that want to buy your pieces. You know, they do interviews with you. You get to learn from people. Maybe you meet a designer that you really loved, or you want to be your mentor or anything like that, and you can get to talk to them. Even me, you can come and talk to me about your business. That is what networking is all about. It's those little tips and hints that you get that can take you to the next place. So network, but of course, network with the right type of people. No point networking with the wrong type of people. And that's what a gathering of fashion enthusiasts do at a runway show. Yeah, showcasing your creativity. Some fashion shows, I'm sure you see them sometimes, you see some avant-garde pieces, some really over-the-top, crazy kind of pieces in there. Who is going to wear that? But they're still shown in the catwalk. You know, at the same time, you might want to do it more business-like, where you say, okay, these are the clothes I want to make. These are ready to wear. These are the kind of clothes that people can wear to an evening, to an evening outing, to the Oscars, to an award ceremony, to whatever it is that you might want to wear it to. you can do that creatively. People can say, oh, that's really amazing. I love that piece. Some people got their big break from doing a runway show. All right. So think about it. Imagine if you did a piece and you were able to get someone to work for the Met Gala. Think about where it's going to take you in terms of your business. Yes. Also, it creates high quality. What's the word I would use? It creates content. Content is the key word. Everybody wants to create content. Content nowadays is the lifeblood of any designer, any creative. You get onto the runway, they're doing Instagram posts for you, you're doing stories, you're doing TikTok videos of your collection. Yes, there's photographers, and it could be top photographers, it could be small photographers that are going to post your pieces onto their pages saying, I went to a fashion show, I took this piece, this is lovely, this is so and so designer. They're giving you credit. People are liking it, people are reposting, they're sharing, and so on and so forth. What is that doing for you? It is spreading the word. It is letting people know that this designer, Mr. Mahogany Designs, is out there. People get to appreciate you. They get to know your name, so that the next time when they go into a store and they say Mr. Mahogany Collections, they think, oh, I know that name. Oh, their pieces must be good. For me to remember that name or to know that name, their pieces must be good. Yes? So, this is a big question. People think that to be able to do a runway show, you gotta have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. Well, yes, and well, no. And I'll explain the two different versions to you. If you decide to do your own runway show, you need to have lots of money. Simple, because you gotta hire a hall, you gotta pay for the models, you gotta get lights, you gotta do your publicity, you gotta get sound, you gotta get all those kind of things. And that costs a lot of money. So most people that do that, you kind of got to a certain level before you do that, okay? You really have got to go on pretty high up before you do that. But the second side of it is you don't have to have lots of money. What you can do is do something like Fashion's Finest Africa, where I pay for the lights, I pay for the models, I pay for the venue. Yes, I'm saying I because it is me. I pay for all those things. And all you do, you pay a stipend, a tiny little amount of money to participate in the show. And for that tiny little bit of money, you get a venue, you get a show, you get models, you get a stylist, you get equipment, you get a beautiful stage, you get photographers, you get videographers, you get everything you need for zero amount. I say zero amount. You paid some money, but it's literally zero. Because you might pay 6 figures, but it actually costs me 8 figures to do this event. So think of things differently. Say to yourself, well, I get up and started, I'm not going to do my own individual show. I'm first going to do somebody else's show. You're going to come and do FFA, for example, and you're going to get out there. You'll be able to work with great, amazing producers, models that would normally cost you hundreds of thousands to hire for just an hour, 2 hours work. You get them, as many of them as you want. They're in your clothes. Your brand awareness is getting out there. Everything that you need to become a superstar is done for you at a show like ours. So why do you have to do runway shows? I think you know why. So I hope to see you on the next runway show. Even if it's not ours, it should be somebody else's. Take your business to the next level, and I'll see you at the top.